Also, neglection of the emotional side is really important to mention. I think people have to be more open, especially in some countries, they are already very open-minded about it, but some others not so much about, taking care of them emotionally, our emotional side, and going to the psychologist or to, a therapist. I think it's really important because it really helps people to deal with very challenging situations in their lives, and people sometimes they have a hard time admitting that they need help and that they have this emotional struggle, especially men, I would say. They have a really hard time to accept that they need help, especially related to emotions.
Yeah. That's why this patriarchal system we live in is harmful for everyone. Everyone. You men that are listening to this, I know you're not many of you, but it's harmful for you too. I mean, men suffer from mental health issues very strongly as well, but they don't have a support system. They don't have anyone to go to because it's conditioned that it's vulnerable and is an emotional labor you're not able to do or any of those things. And if you check suicide rates, men in their 40s is like the highest one. And it's not a surprise actually, because those people have been taught that their emotions are not allowed. So how can you work through like this condition that you're going through, the sadness that you're going through, if you don't have means of expressing them or, healing them? So I think it's important. Holistic healing is very wonderful in this aspect because it's, even though a lot of women search for it, there's almost not a lot of men looking for holistic healing. I think it's a very beautiful approach to mind, body, and spirit that can help a lot of people. And it's not invasive.
And I think it's important to clarify what's holistic healing because many people don't know. Holistic healing, it's healing your entire self, mind, body, spirit. But I would also add, not only your physical self, like your individuality, but also the collective healing. Also your community, also the environment. Everything around you impacts your health and your well-being. So I truly believe that if your neighbors are not doing right, if they're not healthy, you will not be able to be completely healthy. If the environment is not healthy, you're not going to be healthy as well. Everything is interconnected. And I think having this broader perspective on health and well-being, it's really important for us to move forward, from now on and be aware that we shouldn't care only about ourselves, but we should care about our communities, our environment, planet Earth, everything matters.
Yes. It's a choice, people. I think all of us can decide to be more aware of the things that are going on and decide to embrace this healing and embrace more this collective aspect that we need to help each other and remembering the role of women in all this, because from the beginning, I think we've been holding pieces together in communities, and this role of caring not only for an individual, but caring for the collective, for the future generations, and for the people who are living already here is something we can learn from them in very deep levels, I would say.
Yes, I think it's really important you mentioning how this feminine energy is important for the collective, for everyone, because we've been living in a society that is very masculine. And we, as women or men, we have been emphasizing a lot our masculine side because we need to hustle and we need to conquer the world, but also we need to give more emphasis to our femininity or feminine energy, if you don't want to use femininity. This side that is caring and nurturing and accepting, and it allows things to happen more naturally and intuitively, and caring for everyone around you as well, not only as an individual, but as one in a group, one in a society, one in this whole world, right? So yeah, I think we can use this month to really reflect on how can we bring more of this positive traits of the feminine energy into our lives, and how we can show to other people around us how they can also embrace this side, because everyone have a feminine energy and a masculine one as well, men or women, and showing them a way that they could be more receptive and they could be more caring towards themselves, more accepting towards their own being, but also towards others, and having more compassion and more kindness. This would allow a lot of change. If you're not restricting yourself to believe in one single thing, you can be flexible to hear, as we said in the beginning, the narratives and stories of many people around you. Do not close your eyes for the possibilities that are not obvious in front of you, but be open to listen to all the other possibilities.
Yeah. Even though change and the unknown is scary for a lot of people, I think all of us need to embrace both sides of us, the feminine and the masculine, especially the feminine nowadays, because we do need more healing in this world for ourselves and our communities. And I also wanted to mention that because it's Women's History Month, let's start making history, people. And let's start remembering what are the histories, like the stories, histories, and tales that we're telling for ourselves. What are the narratives that we keep about women? What are the narratives about the feminine? What are the narratives we're passing forward to the kids? And let's make this month something that we can reflect upon on an energetic level, like my sister was saying, but also on a political level, because it should be inclusive. And like we're saying, this women that we talk about, Women's History Month, is not only for cisgender women, but also everyone that identifies as women, especially those who are in more vulnerable conditions. We embrace everyone, and we wish everyone to think about it and dedicate your time to just harness this beautiful female energy that all of us have and move forward for more gender equality. We do need it.